Hey guys, I'm Shawn McAnalley. This is Dr. John Hall, the expert on the mouth-body connection, and Dr. Bill McAnalley, the expert on apoptosis. Guys, in this video, we're going to talk about calcium supplements and whether or not maybe you should take them or not. And we were just discussing a John Hopkins article where they talked about their opinion on the subject, and also with some studies that they have done and what direction it points to. And I'm going to let Dr. Bill and Dr. Hall elaborate on that. But guys, you got to know that out there in this world, there's some really good supplements and there's some that's not so good. And the ways they're delivered can make all the difference in the world. I can think of probably 8 different forms of magnesium, for instance. And the body uptakes some of them better than it does others, and how it can use them differently. So there's things out there in different forms. There's things out there in different ways. You know, whole plant, of course, is always the best. The reason for supplements is, though, you don't get enough in the whole plant because nobody seems to eat right. It's almost impossible to do so. But one of these supplements that we're going to talk about right now is calcium, and whether or not you should take these big, heavy doses of calcium. And we're going to hear what Dr. Bill and Dr. Hall have to say about that. Dr. Bill?
Yes, osteoporosis is a real problem. And it's especially a problem now because we don't work on farms and ranches like we used to, where you carried heavy loads, wood, stuff around every day. And we don't eat much. We sit and watch TV, or like here we are sitting and talking to y'all. And it's a big problem, especially for women. Men have it too, but there are 10 billion women in the U.S. with osteoporosis now. And some of the current thinking even now was that you don't want to lose any more bone density, so they give drugs that stop you from losing any more density that you have. But then if you break a bone, that drug makes it hard for the bone to repair. Mm-hmm. So it has a lot of downsides on the other side.
And what they cause bones to break eventually too.
Yeah, mm-hmm. That's even worse. So the thing we need to do is look at supplemental calcium. And to make a long story short, what you need to do is get your calcium from foods. Nuts have a lot. Green vegetables have a lot of calcium. Mm-hmm. And so you need to eat some nuts every day and eat your green vegetables.
Some dairy.
And some dairy.
Mm-hmm. Some fruits. Some fruits out there that have good calcium.
And the problem is they sell pills that each pill has like 250 milligrams of calcium in it. Some of them even more. And your body can only process 500 milligrams of calcium at a time. So when you take 4 of those, like a lot of people recommend, you're getting 1,000 milligrams, which women need, but you're getting it all at once instead of slowly absorbing it. And the body didn't know what to do with it, so it makes kidney stones with some of it. It makes polyps.
That was one of some we read in the study just earlier.
Yeah. Makes polyps in your
colon.
In your colon. Mm-hmm. That's some of the obvious side effects. Mm-hmm. And even worse than that, it seems to help form plaques in your arteries and your heart. And that much calcium can cause small clots. Mm-hmm. Too much calcium all at once. So now that they've studied people taking them, they're learning this. Mm-hmm. And so what looked like a good idea
doesn't seem to be such a good idea.
No. Yeah. So Johns Hopkins say their recommendation, and that's from their hospital's official recommendation after reviewing all the current knowledge they could get hold of, say, no, don't take calcium supplements. Get it from your foods. So you can have a calcium supplement, you know, that has 100, 200, 300 milligrams, but your body can only process 500 at one time and put it in the right places. That's why food slowly releases it. And it's in what they call food form. And a lot of people, a lot of companies stuck the vitamins, mixed them in with a bunch of algae, then took them out and said, this is food form.
Right. Yeah, that's not what it means.
No.
It means the plant took it from the ground and grew with it inside it, and you ate the plant.
That's
and then
right.
your body knew what to do with it because it was a whole plant.
Yeah.
Not just a big bunch group of calcium like the supplements are.
But in the body, in the food form, it's not calcium, you know, carbonate, like the cheap form they sell. It's calcium bound to one of the amino acids or some of the citric acid cycle intermediates, like calcium fumarate, calcium citrate. That's the way it's made in food. That's how it comes in your food. So good vitamins and minerals, their ingredients are attached.
So you mean if I was iron deficient, I don't need to chew up a breakfast rotor and swallow it? Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Okay, I got you.
Right. So, you know, remember 500 milligrams is all you can process at once. And normally when you eat your food, you process it over the next 18 hours.
Yeah.
As an average person.
So you got a bunch of fiber.
Slowly get it. You slowly release it when your body can handle it.
That's right.
The same is true of, like, they thought oxygen's good, so they gave people pure oxygen and it killed them.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't mean oxygen's bad, but
that
too much
means
oxygen.
too much, too fast is bad.
That's right. That's a good point, Dr. Bill. Dr. Hall, you anything to add?
Well, just to make sure everybody understands, they do recommend 1 gram to 1,200 milligrams a day, but with foods, it's being released all through the day. So if you take a big dose all at once and you have over 500 milligrams, you're getting too much. So
Yeah.
I think everybody understands, but just make sure that's clear. Because he did mention 1,000 milligrams, but that's for the whole day. It's recommended for the whole day. And with foods, you get it released over the
Slowly.
whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then women over 50, they want 1,200 milligrams.
Right, exactly.
And guys, that's just one component to your bones. They've noticed your bone density goes away. Well, you need more calcium. Yeah. Well, you got to exercise too. You know, weight-bearing exercises really help with that. I know a lot of weightlifters and whatnot, their bone density is just incredibly heavy, very, very dense. Just because the body has to adapt to carrying those heavy loads. So we need to all do that. Another example of just sitting around here talking versus farming, walking around carrying heavy equipment. It's another reason. So, you know, just a supplement's not going to make up for everything, guys. You got to have it all. So you want to make sure you're getting it in the wholest food form possible.
Right,
I guess one of the best examples is astronauts.
right.
Those that have been up there for months, when they come back, they have to be careful. They can stand up and break a leg.
Yep, they lose their bone.
And so they have exercise programs up there where you're doing muscle against muscle, isometric exercises. And even at that, they barely can walk when they get back.
Yep, retain all of it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a great example. Guys, it goes both ways. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. If you learned something from this, please share this so that other people can learn from it too. So we can make everybody more healthy. And let's make this world a really healthy place, guys. This is for the health of it. Until next time.